Human nature is a paradox. It needs to be re-examined by what we really mean and how we are talking backwards quite often. Because of our culture, we have been reversed in a lot of concepts, and we need to start with human nature if we're going to save this planet. A good example was how the colonists came to this country, this continent, and instead of considering the inhabitants here natural, they were inhumane to them. They did not act natural. They were critical, and they tried to destroy other human beings. They were not caregivers. They were caretakers. And so I have to ask you to consider this reflex, to consider certain things human nature, when in actuality it is a human pathology based on critical choices rather than natural appreciation. That if we were natural, we wouldn't need to make a choice. If we were appreciating the situation, there would be no need to change it. It is the human reflex to change things that created the choice as a pathology. I know this is way too much to put in one segment, but I need to plant the seed. Please bear with me. I need to define the difference between the appreciating right brain and the critical left brain, and allow you to have a better relationship with them. This is like the difference between being happy and being frustrated. We think that happiness is a reasonable outcome, and yet it is always in relationship to and contrast from the frustration that it is relieving. And so what we really want to come to as a balance is contentment. Quite often when we talk about making others happy, what we really mean is making them content. And so we have to expand the responsibility for using the word happy into other meanings of contentment. We can be content that we aren't frustrated anymore without actually being happy. And we can be content at being happy knowing that this will soon give way to a frustration. And so we become more realistic about our use of concepts with the words that we choose from our pathology. So appreciate.